Hello, welcome to the United Uprising podcast. And today we have a special guest with us, Rocco. And we will be talking about, the pros and cons of AI. And don't forget, I'm your host for today, Joshua. And let's get right in. So I believe that AI is very beneficial for mankind, but Rocco believes that AI can actually lead to a very devastating ending for mankind. So, I'm going to go off my points first, and then Rocco's going to go off his. Rock, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I have two quotes from these very famous people. If you if you never heard of them, then you might be living under a rock. We have Daryl M. West and Elon Musk. Right, I'm gonna read Daryl's quote first, and I quote: AI is a wide-ranging tool that enables people to rethink how we can integrate information, analyze data, and use the resulting insights to improve decision-making, and already it is transforming every walk of life. End of quote. Right? And now I'm going to quote Elon Musk, and I quote, AI might be what wipes humanity, but it could also create a utopia where no one needs to work and everybody is paid a universal high income. Yep. So look at these benefits, right? Obviously Elon states that, it might, end humankind, but he's obviously joking, right? He's obviously joking, just putting a joke in there. But yeah, like
what's the point of even including that if we have nothing to worry about? Why even mention it?
Okay, yeah, maybe there might be something to worry about, but it's like it's nothing. It's nothing. We don't need to worry about that, right?
Then why would he mention it?
Okay, so yeah, so like do you see anything wrong with high universal income? Like what do you have a problem with that?
I see something wrong with robots taking all of our jobs.
But we will all get paid the same. And we would all get paid, we'll have money, we can buy our own stuff, we can live comfortably.
And then we're gonna live like the people in WALL-E. We're just gonna be fat in chairs. We have no motivation to work for anything. We would lack motivation. If we're all getting paid to do nothing and we don't have to do anything, then what's the point of even trying to do anything? If I don't have to do anything, if I'm going to get paid whether I get out of bed or not today, then why would I even get out of bed at all?
Let me give you with this, right? AI can automate repetitive tasks, improving efficiency and productively in various industries, right? Productively in various industries. You can also use, deepfakes to realistically create scenarios for training purposes. So if we have, a kid or an employee that can't really do something, we can use AI, and AI can, help that individual to learn better.
You can also use deepfakes to misinform people.
Yes, that's true, but
we are already a society that's easily misinformed. So how do you think we're going to react when we're given a video of a politician saying the words that a news organization wants them to say?
Yes, you do have a point. You do have a point there. Now, my next point. So, some people that's true, but it can also be used in also good ways too, right? Some people can't even speak, right? They have problems speaking, but we can use those AI voices, right, to help them out, to help those people that can't speak, right?
Yeah, but we can also use those voices to give those deepfakes a voice and further misinform people.
Okay. You do have a point there. You do have a point.
All right. I only have one quote from my argument. I have a quote from the great Stephen Hawking. He's a theoretical physicist, cosmologist, and author. If you're in the science community, you must all know this. If you're not part of the science community, he must not be that big. I mean, you might have heard about him in the news recently. He says success in creating AI would be the biggest event in human history. Unfortunately, it might also be the last, unless we learn how to avoid the risks. Deep stuff from Mr. Hawking.
Yeah. But why would we even listen to someone that watches midgets? We're back. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I cut out there. It's it can be debated. It can be debated. We can control AI. Okay. We can control AI. AI only knows as much as we know. Okay. It only knows as much as we know. So whatever we put into that computer program for AI to work, we should be good.
I mean, I guess, but that's not the threat. The threat of AI isn't its intelligence. The threat is its efficiency. It's able to process anything more than a human. It just uploads the data it was given, and it operates accordingly. So it kind of takes out the human in a situation, and like there's some situations that you just can't prepare for.
So you're saying,
and there's no robot who's going to be prepared for every single situation.
so you're saying it will speed blitz a human's mind. So like make like a better decision than a human, like because it will be thinking like 1,000 scenarios in its head in seconds.
It wouldn't make it. It's the human is the one who comes up with the solutions. The robot just acts accordingly. The problem is there's no human that can come up with every single scenario possible in its mind. So therefore, there's no robot that can come up with every single scenario in its mind.
Before you go, we have some calls incoming, wanting to, talk to us about, AI and stuff. And, we have our first caller right here.
Call, you're on the line.
Hello, wonderful podcast you got here.
Thank you. Is this Donald Trump?
Thank you, sir.
We're really thankful that you're here with us. So, what's your question?
Is this a stuff smarter than us?
Well, I wouldn't say that, this AI stuff is smarter than us. We make it as smart as we want it to be smart, right? Just like it's like the conversation that we had earlier.
Yeah, it's really similar to the conversation we just had.
Yeah.
Backtracking, the threat of AI is not its intelligence; it's efficiency. Like calculators, one of the earliest versions of AI. Like, if you put a calculator up against with like very bare minimal math skills against a human who's been studying math for like their entire life, the math a calculator will probably get the answer faster, but the human could possibly make it more accurate.
But thank you, Mr. Trump, for just having a question.
All right, we have another caller on the line.
All right.
Hi, I'm Joe. I love children on my mayonnaise cream. How can artificial intelligence shape our future and our children's?
Well, it will actually impact. I believe that it will impact our future and our children's future for generations to come in like a beautiful way. Our children are they're gonna spend more time outside. They're gonna spend more time playing. And you're gonna spend more time with your children. Who doesn't want that? You get to stay at home. Like instead of working all day, right? You have the freedom to work with your children, or like do whatever you want to do.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of true, but also backtracking to what I said a little while ago, if AI takes control of all these jobs, then what is the motivation to do anything?
I mean, just because they take jobs,
what's the motivation to even make kids anymore?
I mean, just because they took jobs, I don't that people would want to, people would still want to make kids just because they don't have their jobs anymore, right?
Well, think about it. If we have AI that can operate on us, that'll basically see to our sickbed and can do our every need, then what's the point in having children to be successors?
Okay. You have a point there. But yeah. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. And we have, we can only.
We got another caller.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we can only take this one call left, and we're gonna have to.
All right, one more call. Last calls.
Deepfakes can ultimately lead to a war. How can we prevent that?
Yeah, you were right. Deepfakes can ultimately, lead to a war. But I mean, I don't think people are gonna take it seriously, right?
I mean, yeah, I don't feel there's that much threat to deepfakes and war. I mean, deepfakes are mostly going to affect a war against ourselves, and we've seen it firsthand. Like, I'm not worried about deepfakes in wars with other countries. I'm worried about deepfakes and us being at war with ourselves.
Well, beautiful answers, beautiful questions, and that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for coming to the United Uprising with us, with me and Rocco, and good night.